Today we are talking about a subject that may seem sensitive at first glance, but deserves our full attention: the personality traits of people who have few or no friends. And no, this is not about weaknesses or problems. Quite the opposite. We will discover that such people often possess extraordinary qualities that set them apart from the crowd. In a society obsessed with social networks and follower counts, one tends to believe that having many friends is a sign of success. But is that really the case? Have you ever noticed that many of the most remarkable people in history were loners? In this video, I will reveal 5 fascinating character traits that people who have no or only a few friends often share. And believe me, after this video, you will see loneliness with completely different eyes. The first trait that a lack of friends can reveal is authenticity. Many think that someone without friends must be weak or socially awkward, but in reality, it is often a sign of genuineness. Think about it. How many people today truly dare to be themselves? Most are constantly trying to please others or conform to social expectations. People with few friends, on the other hand, often have this rare and valuable ability to stay true to themselves. They follow their own values, principles, and feelings without being swept away by the opinion of the majority. The great philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "Authenticity is the path to virtue." When you spend a lot of time alone, you develop an incredible inner strength to remain true to yourself, even when social pressure demands something else. These people have their own style, their own taste, and their own way of living. They copy no one and follow no trends, and in our world today, that is truly admirable. The second trait, independence. Those with few friends usually develop an impressive inner strength, the ability not to depend on others for their happiness. Look around. How many people constantly seek validation from outside? How many cannot spend a single evening alone without feeling lost? People who have learned to stand on their own are different. They make decisions by themselves, solve their problems independently, and take responsibility for their lives. In a society where many are trapped by social obligations, independence means true freedom. Freedom to pursue your own goals, live by your own rules, and find satisfaction within yourself. The third trait, selectivity. This is not arrogance, but wisdom. If you have few friends, it may be because you set high standards for your relationships. And that is a good thing. You do not seek friendships just to fill a social void. You consciously choose people who fit you. While many remain in shallow or even toxic relationships out of fear of loneliness, you are selective. You know what you want and recognize who is good for you and who is not. You have clear values, boundaries, and a good sense for honesty. In a world where many accept any company just to avoid being alone, this ability to choose is a form of self-protection and a sign of inner strength. Better to have a few true friends who understand you and enrich your life than many who only bring noise into it. It is like a top chef carefully choosing his ingredients. Better fewer, but of the highest quality, than filling the kitchen with mediocre products. That is exactly how you treat your social relationships. Yes, this selectivity may mean your circle of friends is smaller, but those who are in it have truly earned their place. And that is infinitely more valuable than a long list of superficial contacts. The fourth trait that a lack of friends can reveal is introspection. This is one of the most fascinating qualities one can possess in today's world. When you do not have many friends, you often develop the extraordinary ability to dive deeply into yourself. It is as if you have access to an entire inner universe that most people never explore. The great philosopher and emperor Marcus Aurelius knew this long ago. For him, self-reflection was an essential tool for personal growth. Look around. Most people are constantly outward-focused, absorbed by social media, news, and trends. They are like leaves in the wind, always driven by the masses, never stopping to look within themselves. But you have developed this rare gift of connecting with your inner world. It is as if you have a personal library full of thoughts, emotions, and experiences. You know how to sit alone and explore your own inner treasures. This ability to introspect is like a superpower in an overstimulated world. While others desperately search for answers outside, you know that the greatest discoveries are born in the quiet space of your own mind. You can analyze yourself, recognize your deepest motives and desires, and look at your actions with honesty, not to judge yourself, but to grow. This is emotional intelligence in its purest form. This inner world that you nurture is like a secret garden that continues to bloom even when the outside world seems chaotic or hostile. You may spend more time alone than others, but that time is not lost. It is invested in the noblest thing there is, self-knowledge, and that is a wealth no one can ever take away from you. The fifth and final trait, growth. A lack of friends can show that you are an evolved person. As the philosopher Seneca said, resistance is an opportunity for virtue, and that is exactly what happens when one has few friends. You reach a higher level of awareness, a deeper understanding of life. Picture it like this: while most people remain trapped in shallow perceptions and external appearances, you have developed something far more valuable: maturity, emotional intelligence, and wisdom. It is as if you are looking down at the world from the top of a mountain while others remain in the valley. Your perspective is wider, clearer, and deeper. You perceive connections others overlook and understand truths that many cannot even imagine. This growth is not accidental. It is the result of your ability to turn loneliness into development. Where others see isolation, you have found a path to spiritual and intellectual elevation. This ability to keep evolving is exactly what our world needs today. While many remain stuck in narrow patterns of thought, you continue to grow, transform, and rise. In conclusion, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your presence here, your attentive listening means so much. I feel this deep connection that goes beyond words, an energy that touches body and soul. If this message resonates with you, if you see yourself in these traits, then know this: you are not alone. You belong to those rare people who prefer conscious growth over social conformity. Share this insight with others who may need it. Give this video a like if it touched you, and subscribe to the channel for more content that nourishes the soul and elevates the spirit. My gratitude is boundless, and I hope this wisdom will be carried forward to touch more and more hearts and minds. Thank you for being here. See you soon for more deep thoughts.